again. Welcome back to Scrapbooking, and this is Dorothy, and this is a Atlantic Art Sketch Challenge card that I made today. And of course it's got a Valentine's theme because I still have Valentine's coming up. And here we go. That was my finished project. This is how I did it. So here's the sketch challenge that is due in by tonight, and so I have to hurry. So I decided to add a little bit of finishing touch to the heart background. And so I'm just using a piece of gold glitter paper. And this kind of coordinates with my hearts on the front also. And I love shiny. I really love shiny. So this card is very shiny. So this is a 4 1/4 by 5. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4. So I just want like 1/8 of an inch showing around, just a little tad, just enough to be a little glitzy. I think that I'm running out there. It just didn't want to squeeze anymore. When you have to put too much effort into the squeezing, you know it's time to change. Okay, so because we're going on glitter cardstock, I'm using my liquid Tombow. And here is, this is from my stash of these foil papers. And so they had various designs, and of course one of them was hearts. And, you know, it's a perfect time to be using it for sure, right? And so this is a piece of scarlet cardstock that I'm using as a strip down the center. I'm trying to get it centered. My eyeball isn't working too well this morning. I do have a centering ruler, you know. Sometimes you just got to cave into using it. This isn't really the other part is the centering. Like I said, we're not functioning with both oars in the water today. Okay, so there, and I can't hold it in place. My goodness, what a mess. Okay, so it just so happens the black close to my heart emblem is 2 inches, and it helps to line it up. So there we go. And I cut a bunch of these little hearts. Now these little hearts are a thin cut from quite a while ago. Don't believe it's still available, but I love these open hearts. I've loved the open hearts ever since Jane Seymour came up with that necklace. So I am going to run these end to end down the center. I wish I had a sentiment that said, you know, keep an open heart or something like that. Keep your heart open to what comes by. I don't know. Anyway, we don't have one, so that's probably just as well. You get in trouble for some things that you say. It's taken the wrong way. Okay, here we go. So I'm just stacking these hearts going all the way down. And just a little bit. And I've got too much glue, so I have to get rid of it. It'll disappear when it dries, but you know, you don't need blobs on there. So, okay, get rid of the glue. Now, I made this, so this was cut at like 1 inch. The gold glitter is like an inch and a, no, like 1 1/4 inch, 1 3/8 or so, and then the by 1 inch, let me see, by 2 3/8 of an inch, and then they're 1/8 of an inch smaller going down. So I stamped using the Now and Forever stamp set, which I've used a whole bunch this month, and these wonderful little flower groups are from Hope and Kindness, which was from quite a while ago. And I was trying to find something that I could put to go along with the sketch, something up, you know, kind of florally. I've had enough hearts, for goodness sakes, on there. I didn't want any more hearts. I needed some flowers. And so I found this, And I cut some more from the thin cut that came. It was a beautiful stamp set and it was beautiful paper. My goodness, we made some gorgeous stuff with that paper and that stamp set and thin cuts. But I'm using my dark red tri-blend marker, and I've also got, well, I'll put it down below, the colors that I used for the markers. But I mean, you can use whatever colors you want, and just depending on what colors you're putting on your card. And so I always outline in the darker color and then fill in with one of the lighter colors. So the hues just it's the same color, just a different intensity or a shade. And so when you do mix these three colors, or hues, it just blends beautifully and adds like a shadowing detail. And I haven't used my markers in a while, and they're just really nice to use. So anyway, I just don't know that you can do much wrong with these markers. So I'm just kind of filling in here and there with a lighter color than the outline. So I use the next one down. But I'm looking at all the red and the gold, and I'm thinking I need to go get the yellow marker. And so I'll be grabbing it in a second. Because the little centers, they need something more. Could put green in there. But I've got a couple of the greens that I'm using. I wish I was smart enough to show which color I was using when I used it. But I'm going to use a dark green for the bigger leaves and the lighter green for the smaller leaves. No rhyme or reason to that. Just what I decided to do. I had to pick out colors that I was going to color the leaves with, and that's what I decided on. So I'm going for the dark hue and making my outline for all the big leaves that are kind of serrated. So it just kind of shows it's a different type of leaf. So because it's different type, then I wanted a different color. That was my thought process. And the bigger leaf, I'm just going to make a medium. So they all kind of look a little bit different. Now you need to use the medium on this one. And see how nice the darker edges just make the whole thing look like it's got a, shadowing to it, and really, really, really like it. Gives it some dimension in the look. Okay, so I magically went away and came back with my yellow. It's kind of a goldy yellow. And it just needed something other than green and red. There. And now I'm just kind of filling in where there's some little white showing through. And see, you don't even have to be particular, but filling in just makes it so easy. And then I saw some little leaves that I missed. So here we go. So according to the sketch, they have a little bit of a embellishment up towards the top here. So I'm going to put this little floral piece, and then there's an embellishment that goes kind of like a bunch of leaves going to the top and to the bottom. And I decided I was just going to use the one piece, and it's going to lay flat because I've got the sentiment popping up on top of it. So I don't want to fight with it. And I am putting it so that some comes out from the top and bottom. And there we go. It's sparkly. So there's the sketch, and here's what I did. So I really I'm going to have to pull that. That was a great stamp set and thin cut. I'm going to have to keep that handy so I use it more. So on the inside, I want to make, go back to my Now and Forever, and do a Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. And I'm going to use my intense black. Put my little spongy background down. I didn't ink this up enough, so it's a little spotty, but that's okay. Yeah, don't try that. I could make another piece to go over it to get a better stamping impression, but I think I just didn't put enough ink on the stamp. But you know, it's homemade, and so you can still read it, and it looks distressed, so that's okay too. So there's my little hearts at the back, and I'm going to put some little hearts on the front, and there and there, and there's my card. So I like it, as shiny as it is. So I'm just going to clean off my stamps and put them back so I don't lose anything. I've lost very few. I've only lost a couple of very tiny pieces from stamp sets through all the years that I've been doing this, and it's pretty much because I try to put the stamps back pretty quickly. And it's always good to clean them before you put them back too. So then I thought, okay, I made a envelope flap to match the card. So I'm just kind of digging out an envelope right here. And you just have to, when you make, I love these flaps. So I think that's still available. They're called envelope flaps. This is for the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but we also have one for the 5 by 7. So I'm putting a lot of Tombow. This is the Tombow dots. I'm putting a lot, so I put it on both surfaces because I don't want this to come loose. So that is so pretty, isn't it? I'm kind of into these flap things. There. I think I made a pretty card. I shouldn't brag, but it came out. I'm always happy when something, if I'm happy with it, then it must be okay, because I can be a pretty tough critic on myself. Okay, I decided to add a little bit more, and I'm just going to run some more hearts going down the edge of the envelope, because I really do like to decorate the front of the envelope. And pretty much cards, when you see them now, they're decorated. They have envelopes that are decorated. So that's what I try to do. So there's my stamped envelope with my fancy envelope flap. Put my micro cloth away, and there's my sketch. Now, just to let you know, I went onto Pinterest and looked up Atlantic Card Sketch Challenge, and I started pulling off a whole bunch of cards that I liked, a bunch of the sketches. And you can do this for yourself and make a little kind of, gee, I want to make a card, I need to make some cards, but I have no idea what I'm going to make. So this is a great way to get some ideas, and then you fill in the blanks. This is just to get your creativity started. And then you use whatever papers and embellishments you've got. You know, you don't have to put a unicorn where the unicorn is. It can be whatever. So anyway, I've been doing that. Okay, so here is my card and my envelope for my Atlantic Card Sketch Challenge number 510. And there we go. Ta-da! Bye now. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Bye. Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.